Hi YouTubers, it's Smoke SE, here today. So I'm in the garage again, I'm going to be doing a cigar review right now. This is an Era Premium cigar review, so not a gas station cigar review, but it's a premium cigar review. I want to review the cigar right now, I just finished smoking it. This is going to be the Padron Series 6000 Maduro 5.5 by 52, about this long, and it is a torpedo size, which is kind of not my personal taste. I'll get into that a little bit later, but I want to review the cigar right now. Okay, the first third is mild to medium bodied, pepper, earth, cocoa, bite, tightish draw. So you first light up, you do get kind of a tight draw. Now when I cut my torpedoes, or bellicostos, or figurados, or perfectos, I personally use an open guillotine cutter as opposed to my perfect cigar cutter, Cuban Crafters, just because I find it's easier to cut torpedoes or bellicostos or pyramids with open cigar cutter because you have more room as opposed to a Cuban Crafters where you have to slowly snip off the ends. So that's what I do personally. You can do anything. I mean, you can cut cigars with Cuban Crafters, but it's easier to cut them with an open guillotine cutter. So like I said, the first third is cocoa, earth, pepper, mild to medium bodied, bite. Pretty nice. Pretty typical cigar flavors, and pretty typical of the Padron Maduros, the cheaper versions. This is a Padron series, a non-anniversario series, so you definitely do get that very classic Padron Maduro flavor, but not nearly as complex as the Anniversario or 1926 series or Family Reserves, which is okay. These are not expensive, so you're not paying for it, definitely. So the second third is chocolate, earthy, smooth, and pepper. So in the second third, you get a nice chocolate taste, very interesting chocolate taste. I would say it's more to a kind of a milk chocolate as opposed to like a dry chocolate or cocoa. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of Dove chocolate, which is a brand of chocolate. So earthy, smooth, pepper. Mainly the cigar is just very earthy. And when I say earthy, I mean earthy. So last third is coffee, smooth, tobacco. So the coffee comes in the last third. I would say when you're about 25-30 minutes in, you do get that nice coffee taste. Smoothness, tobacco, the pepper still, especially on the retrohale through your nose, you do get that very nice pepper and espresso taste through the nose. The overall strength was medium, so not a whole lot of strength, mild to medium strength. Pretty nice. The retrohaling notes were pepper. Really, all you get through the nose, aside from the first light, if you don't know, when you first light a cigar, it can give you kind of a false flavoring, meaning the flavors you get in the first light may be kind of muted or different because you have the fire hitting the cigar, which in general makes it more stronger, and that tends to die off as the cigar gets cooler. So, pepper, espresso through the nose, though the espresso is not strong. It's not a strong espresso. It's not like the Anniversario series or the 1926 series, where it's like a really, really heavy, deep espresso alcohol flavor. The aroma was a nice smell, very typical cigar smell. The burn was fantastic, no touch required. Very straight burn. Nice Maduro stick. I mean, Maduros in general, especially when they are a 50 ring gauge or above, do tend to have burn problems, especially the younger Maduros. And when I say younger Maduros, I mean the Maduros that haven't been aged as long. These are aged, the Padron series have been aged for, I believe, 2.5 years minimum on Padron's official website. That is what they say they've been aged. So very good burn. So Padron didn't disappoint because the burn was fantastic, no touch required. It lasted for just over 40 minutes, so definitely not a long smoke. I would say, depending how fast you smoke, you're going to get between probably 35 minutes if you're smoking fast, all the way up to 45-50 minutes if you're smoking very slowly. Overall, great cigar, good cigar. Coffee, pepper, cocoa, earth, smoothness, chocolate, smooth, all that kind of stuff. Very, very good cigar. I am not a big fan, this is why it's going to lose a point here and there, or here, is because I'm not a big fan of that tight draw. It wasn't unsmokable. I mean, Padrons are definitely smokable. All their cigars are fantastic. However, I'm not a big fan of that very tight draw that really makes you suck it, and that's what she said. So, you definitely, it's not a bad cigar. I'm not going to say that, but definitely I prefer the natural, because the natural had a more open draw as I remember it, and it was definitely more enjoyable to smoke. So, not a bad cigar, very good, very, very cheap price point in these. You can get these for $5 to $10 a piece, depending where you live. Down south in Tobacco Paradise, you're going to be paying probably $4 or $5 for these. Here in Massachusetts, we're probably paying $9, $10 for these. But they're very cheap, and they're very good. Very good cigar, just not a big fan of that tight draw, and that's one of the reasons I don't like torpedoes, is because, in general, torpedoes are not good, because they add problems to the cigar, and one of those problems can be a tighter draw. Anyway, great cigar, 8 out of 10 for rating. This has been the Padron Series 6000 Maduro, 5.5 by 52. Anyway, comment, like the video, share the video, rate, subscribe, and bye.